Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really crucial piece of digital real estate, and we're going to look at it through the lens of Softwind's blueprint. We're going to break down exactly how you can transform your corporate website from what's essentially a static digital brochure into a high-performance, strategic asset that actually accelerates your growth and drives real conversions.
So let me ask you a quick diagnostic question right off the bat. When was the last time your team reviewed your site's actual structure? And to be clear, I don't mean the graphic design or the snappy copywriting. I mean the underlying architecture. If your answer is never, well, don't worry, you're definitely not alone. It's probably the most overlooked driver of digital performance out there.
But here's the thing, ignoring that underlying architecture creates immediate friction. Traffic shows up, and visitors can't instantly answer the two things they care about most. Is this actually for me, and what do I do next? So, what happens? They bounce. The brutal truth is that lost conversions rarely happen because of bad aesthetics. They happen because nobody engineered the structure before opening up a design tool.
Section 1. The hidden website problem, invisible chaos.
Now, this invisible chaos, it definitely shows up in some highly visible and honestly frustrating symptoms. You've probably seen a few of these based on what Softwind constantly sees in their client work. You've got a homepage that's desperately juggling 5 different messages at once. A navigation menu just crammed with 14 different items. Or maybe an incredible high-value case study that's buried 4 clicks deep, literally hidden from the very buyers who need to see it.
Section 2. Redefining website structure, more than a sitemap.
To fix this mess, we really have to redefine what website structure actually means. It's way more than a basic list of URLs. It's 3 interconnected layers. First, information architecture, so how you group your content. Second, navigation, how users actually move between those groups. And third, conversion pathways, the specific sequence that turns someone from a casual browser into a solid lead. A tidy spreadsheet means absolutely nothing if your digital pathway doesn't map to actual human psychology.
And hey, it's not just human buyers trying to evaluate your site. Search algorithms are doing it too. Search engines look at your internal linking to figure out your topical authority. Because of this, a clean, shallow architecture is going to consistently outperform a deep, sprawling one every single time. It just delivers a way better experience for both your human visitors and the Google algorithm.
Section 3. Why structure drives revenue.
Let's move this from a nice UX conversation to a real business conversation, because architecture directly impacts your bottom line in 4 massive ways. First up, lead quality. A smart structure automatically routes your enterprise and SMB buyers to their own distinct hubs. Second, SEO. A cohesive structure stops your pages from cannibalizing and competing against each other. Third is the sales cycle. Good structure answers B2B questions in the exact order that buyers are asking them. And finally, cost. I'll tell you right now, restructuring a live site is a huge expense compared to just engineering it right the first time. Section 4. A framework that converts. Softwind's blueprint. All right, let's get into the actionable stuff. Here are the first 4 steps of Softwind's conversion blueprint. Step 1. Start with your business goals. Every single page needs to drive a specific outcome. Step 2. Map out your audiences before you even think about your navigation. Your prospects, your job candidates, your partners, they all need different front doors. Step 3. Organize by topic. And Step 4. Nail down your core page types, making sure your homepage delivers one clear, undeniable value proposition.
I want to pause on Step 3 for a second, because this is absolutely vital. The single biggest mistake we see companies make is building their navigation to mirror their internal org chart. Let's be real, your buyer does not care about your internal departments. They only care about solving their own problems. You have to architect your content around customer use cases in industries, not your own internal structures.
Finishing up the framework here, Step 5 ensures your internal links are doing the heavy lifting. Pretty much every blog post should seamlessly route the reader toward a commercial page. Step 6, finalize that URL structure way before development starts so you avoid some really painful and expensive redirect issues later on. Step 7, engineer for mobile right from day one, since enterprise research is increasingly happening on phones. And finally, Step 8, instrument your data and revisit it quarterly. Because website structure, it's an ongoing strategy, not a one-and-done launch event.
Now check out this wild statistic from Softwind's audits. When you properly engineer your content and your conversion map before anyone touches a design tool, it typically eliminates 30 to 40% of the pages you were planning to build. Think about that. Nearly half the pages that companies think they need simply shouldn't even exist.
Because at the end of the day, more pages absolutely do not equal more value. A highly optimized, tight 25-page site with strategic internal linking is going to completely crush a bloated, sprawling 90-page site every single time. It concentrates your digital authority instead of diluting it across pages nobody reads.
Section 5. Common traps and fixes.
If you want to protect your digital performance, you have got to avoid these repeat offenders. First, kill the competing calls to action. Just give them one clear directive per page. Next, stop relying on a single generic contact form for every type of buyer. Also, never ever execute a site redesign without a flawless URL redirect plan. You will destroy your SEO. And lastly, never bury your key conversion pages. Keep the important stuff within 3 clicks of your homepage.
So how can we actually start fixing this today? Well, make a commitment to revisit your structure annually, or whenever your conversion rates start acting up, and base it on actual analytics and keyword data, not just gut assumptions. Get into card sorting or sitemap tools like Miro or Whimsical to visually map out that user flow. But most importantly, align every structural decision with your business goals way before anyone opens Figma.
All right, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. Go look at your company's website today and ask yourself honestly, is this digital architecture intentionally engineered to drive growth, or was it just kind of inherited through years of random reactive updates? If it's just inherited, it is definitely time for a rebuild. Softwind actually does these exact structural audits to help turn those chaotic sites into real high-performing assets. Get your architecture dialed in, and you'll see that everything else, your design, your copy, and yep, your revenue will scale right along with it. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we will catch you next time.